The Next to Normal Pro shot is out. Everyone is talking about Jack Wolfe, and I have been thinking about his performance in relationship to the picture of Dorian Gray, which sounds out of left field, I know, but I promise it'll make more sense when I explain it. Jack Wolfe has the baby face of all baby faces. It's just cherub-like. And this man knows how to use it. He messes with this presumed innocence in every character he plays, subconsciously spurred on by our world's cultural relationship to young, white, boyish faces. It is a genetic predisposition to perceived purity in human narratives. I mean, how many times have you seen a video of like a young white man doing something awful, and all the comments are like, oh, but what about his bright future? Or it's just an innocent mistake, he's actually a really good guy. And that same perceived innocence is the crux of Dorian Gray's issues in The Picture of Dorian Gray, where he is often laughed off or prematurely absolved of some human sin because it does not mark his face, which is described for all intents and purposes as that same cultural idea of boyish innocence. The optimistically warped perception that society has of his impure soul is both his salvation and his damnation, which is an attribute of Jack Wolfe's version of Gabe that I'm really interested in, because when the malice of his mental influence on the Goodman family starts to peek through, it creates this complex emotional dissonance for the audience. The contradiction of his behavior to his appearance feels like a rift of grief, the strange distance between what our reality was and is now becoming. But there are still these moments of childlike vulnerability in his performance, mirroring the trouble that Dorian Gray has with his own internal malignity. They both have this desperation for recognition of who they are in their morally complex totality, not their perceived selves, that is somehow trapped behind an innocent, boyish facade, a facade that they did not ask for, which I just think is neat. And once that cast album comes out, I will continue to have I Am the One reprise on repeat while slowly disassociating about romantic era novels. Thank you.